Talking Point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Hello once again to the audience of the Talking Points platform. Today now yet another beautiful day, and as Talking Points can always promise say any tweet and talk that they do. Last week we start this program we call Migration Talk, and also we look at what we call capacity development as well. For one hour we witnessed the program last week. We talk about how people that they migrate from Africa, that they use the desert and that they use the Mediterranean Sea. Today, any side you stay put, because waiting with the can show today is different from waiting we watched last week. As we mentioned last week, say migration not to bad something at all. But waiting gonna make you able to use them to your advantage. Now some of them things then they can discuss today, because make no mistake, from time immemorial, migration don't do it. People that don't they migrate, and there are benefits them. Boku one way there for people the way they migrate. But waiting will make you get them benefits then they. Now some of them things then they can't talk about today. Either they migrate irregularly, either they migrate regularly. There are certain things then they will you need for consider before you decide for left your country, say they migrate for go other side, for whatever reason we want to go for.
Just one platform. Just one platform. For news every day in our countries alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TTPTV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not the shit.
Yeah, last week we talk about how most people where they travel, especially young people where they left Africa, they lack the knowledge, they lack information. Now that make them can easily take migration decision them. Where at the end of the day, then they make them fall aside where they not expect, where they make the expectation where they get it different from the reality where they meet them. I think we may talk about waiting at the advantage where an agent gets to somebody where they convince for migrate. We mentioned, say we advise all young people, say it's very much important for make you stay updated, for make you research, whatever you want to do, for make sure say you get enough information, because information is power. With information, you go able to save your life. With information, you go able to travel way, how you go able to benefit yourself and your family. As I been mentioned earlier on, today, waiting with the look at now another important aspect about migration. As most people we don't hear temple on a salon, the first thing we can kind of mind when they say temple on, we take and say now people where they use the boats, now people where they use the deserts, now then they no more na temple one. But it did beyond that day. It did far beyond that day. Because if you look at migration, you look at them, you understand, say there are other aspects than the people and the way they travel, use the wrong visa for go other side. Last week we talked about with sister, the way they go now, then Gulf country, then and boku other side, the way at the end of the day, they're not able for succeed. But today, any side where you did, if you know, say you get somebody, we want for travel, come aboard. If you were to listen, you want for travel, come aboard. I will let you sit down, make I walk you through some of the things them where you for consider before you make the decision for travel come na Europe. Quickly, as you can see now the screen, I make a list of things that if time permits, we go talk about them all. But If time not permit, we will address the most important one then and move on. Before you dey decide for left your country, for can see greener pasture elsewhere abroad, there are certain things then that we need for consider. Wetin go make you get the benefits, then I will consider some of the things then we I can mention I also today. The first one we will get now the screen, where are you going to? For example, somebody don't decide, they say, I want for travel. I want make a decision for migrate, either irregularly or regularly, or some people like can call them illegal migration, some people like can call them different way. But professionally, we can call them regularly or irregularly. Regularly mean the one the way they go through the right channel, and irregularly mean the one the way they pass the bypass. The first one, where are you going to? Also, you want for go? I think because most people know they make research, the people the way they sponsor, people the way they travel, and the one the way they travel, they know decide where they go. One important thing we I notice about the side we want come, you go surprise for no say there are people there na this abroad. We poor, now them born them poor to the extent that they sleep in the streets. There are people them na this abroad, when are Africans them, when are Sierra Leonean them, they don't dare abroad, they don't tire with the system, they don't tire with all the thing with they abroad, all what they want now for make them turn back and for go back to a life where they think say then go able to enjoy certain things and they where they don't miss back home. The only thing where they stop them probably now because of the country where they come out and take and say no. If I go there with waiting that happen, so I don't think say I go able to succeed. So then see where fish don't jump in water, it will just continue for swim. So there are certain key aspects then. If you say, Osa you want to go, you know the country you want to go. You identify the country. What did they do? They give you an edge for make you understand how that country they operate. What did that country they get for offer me? How the people in that country they talent. If you get this first one right, it put you in a position for guide your migration decision. The second one we'll get at the screen, it talk about waiting at your personal reason will make you want to travel. Of course, one of the leading reasons them when are the economic factor we make most people that they left salon for coming at the diaspora. They say things longer, job no day. But let we meet with basic needs and say it very, very longer. Now then they make most people that they left the country for Canada the diaspora. But let's think about it. Your personal reason. If then they know your personal reason, how sure say the country where they go, they able to provide them thing and the way you want. How sure say you go meet the criteria them where they ensure say you get them thing that you get this you able to overcome this economic factor. If you come for education, how sure say this country where they go so are we able to get the education where are they go for? How are we able to get this education? Waiting are the things that we surround this country. How do they offer education? Waiting are the prices of education. How much it costs? If you're able to know your personal reason, I think it able to guide you for identify this how way they go, because if they look for economic factor, when are the leading one, you will find out, as I mentioned earlier on, there are people in there who them born at the country where they go. We put to the extent that they sleep in the street. Imagine, now you them born them. You not come, they come. The third one, now the financial preparedness. How prepared are you for making migrate? We all know say travel not cheap. Either you do the right way or you do the wrong way. Travel is not ever cheap. You believe say you get the money for support yourself through the journey. You believe say you get the money for support yourself for at least 3 to 6 months if you reach now your destination country. I think one of the thing that where most people we do irregular migration when at temple when we happen to them, they don't get sufficient money. So what thing happen? When they go, they reach in the middle of the patrol, money left them. When money left them, what did they end up do? Now the time they begin call family members, now the time they begin call party for make them support them because he not prepare enough. He don't know how much thing, he don't know how much the patrol get for Costa. So he not get that money there until he go get himself stranded somewhere. Now that time they ask for help. For we where they watch, we want for come now the diaspora regularly. I think the right way. Are you prepared for support yourself for the next 3 months or 6 months where they can also? Because sometimes job not automatic. It depends on how you come. What if you come, can't get the job where you want? You get the money for support yourself. Mind you, overseer, not to Leons with the usual. Now, if you dey England, na pounds they use. If you dey American, na dollars they use. So you get money where they sum up for meet you for meet you finance while she dey in the country. Ask yourself that question. If you get the answer right, it will guide you before you make the migration decision. I think another one, now the means of migration. What do they mean by the means of migration? How you want for migrate? So we get the three major means of migration. We get the sea, we get the air, we also get the land. If you ask question them about the means of transportation, for people where they go through regular migration, if they then tell you, say, now who did it pass? Then begin tell you, say, when you pass now, you get for pass now this country, you get for pass now this country, you get for pass now this country. Then they give you an insight, say, this patrol not get to be easy for you because the more side that you cross, the more people they may encounter, the more they make the patrol very, very, very risky. Now that make it important for making the means of transportation. If you pass na flight, also for we sister them we go now, then Kuwait, then Libya, then Oman, na flights them pass with them. Because some people they miss the concept, then they can say, if I pass na flights, not to temple runner they go, not to irregular migration. Only for let we sister them eventually use the flights, then go find themselves in a country where they actually sell them. How? Then sell them at the end of the day, then turn them to made with some they not get paid, with some they end up lost their life, they with some now they didn't get mental health sickness where by the time that they return out, they're not they like how they again. The other one they look at when I think now one of my favorites when is your marriage ready? If somebody they see this now the screen right now, you will say, what do they mean? How marriage business connects to migration? Yes, it connects. I'll talk small about this marriage business. If you want for migrate, you get for check the married, the partner where you get. If he actually ready. Let's talk about the irregular migration for when I the bypass you. There are people and they would don't left their wife, their spouse, them behind. Then decide to embark on the journey in the hope say that they go then succeed, that they come then succeed, then get a better life and help them people and they. At the end of the day, they've gone at this patrol, find themselves stranded sometime. It take them years. They're not able to go back outside and come out. Waiting than they lead to, at the end of the day, it make that person a married boy. Because you can't keep somebody waiting for as long as some people can take 5 years or more. This it just they wait for you. So if you want migrate, you get to think about your marriage, you get to think about your partner. Say, this my partner, I can't let farm for uncertainty, for 2 ways on them are not actually sure about. Where at the end of the day, the better life for our friend for let me can enjoy. At the end of go, I no go get the better life, and I they lost this marriage. A lot talk about the people the way they travel, the right way, get the right documents, them, they get all things. For example, there are people in Africa where they do extremely well. Sometimes the man they work, the man gets money, and they buy motor car for a wife. The wife, in fact, some people the woman even get a personal driver. It get people the way they cook for her. It get people the way they clean for her. But because of this urge for come over, say, honey, no try, no relocate, no go America, no go England, no go other side. At the end of the day, they make that decision they for come aboard. Only for them you come aboard, you can't find out, say, the life where you left na salon is far better than it far better than waiting you they can meet na this abroad. The first way you can't get a personal driver abroad. If you say they afford them, it costs something like fortune for somebody within Africa, you go measure. You're not going to get a personal cook. It's very expensive. For let you pay somebody for let you look after you picking them. It's very, very much expensive. So thinking about all this, there is a couple, they then decide for migrate for come to Europe. After we then decide for migrate for come to Europe, then settle and come through the right way, then get all them paper, then documents and correct. So this woman, they decide for can study masters. So one day, then get a group thing where then give them, where then say them for come together, then for meet the following day, so that they go able to discuss about waiting there for present. What did the woman say? He tell him professor say sorry, say me, I not go able for come that day. That's and they say what's happened. He say because me man then house I get for go cook for her. He say I no one miss that one. The professor say, he say wait, you say wait, you get for go cook for him, man? He say yes. He say wait in the man a cripple, he handicapped, you know able to do one for himself. The woman continue for defending. No, now my responsibility as a woman for let no say I make sure say I make food for me. Man. He argue. You know, say that are the worst mistake we made. It turn back, fast forward. The next day, what's happened? Police then go knock in the mouth. Why the police then go knock in the mouth? The professor at the university reports to the authority and say, we get one of the students now, so they don't pay thousands of dollars. But we understand, say, through the conversation, say, if they go through problem, then I us. A man no they treat and fine. A man they abuse her. After we provide that information, the next thing they're gonna do is begin ask question them. This woman are this woman that, this woman complete. Begin check, but put in there. Now so then take forget problem. So if you want for migrate, you get for think about your marriage. For woman, then the highest complaint the world in UK so are they now between couple them, especially man that they grumble. We the man the whole the Africa, we believe saying now we they on top of the game. The woman they always submissive to we that they do, like how we parents and don't they do. Only for let the woman can I also it can't understand say not also life supposed for them. All thing the way they go through, enough for go through them kind of thing then they. You don't need for explain the woman for liberate them. With sweaty they get her. Now they tell they begin laugh. Oh, so they abuse me. Oh, so they do me this. At the end of the day, the woman puts all length in and they wait, put them before you now. Now they tell you begin say, this woman, the former can also, this woman, you don't get me now. This woman, you don't this. Because you not prepare for that. Your marriage not ready for first thing then day. All of a sudden, you just take the woman or the man you count and also you can't find out say the thing them way they happen in Africa then different from the how they happen in Africa where man and woman they make blabber, neighbor then they family member then they come together for can talk the case because we culture in Africa it protects marriage. But yeah, if you are a person cancel yourself can talk between una they charge you by hour. By the time they put you now for almost hours, you pay that money they just for let them go talk on a case. The next moment, go and get that case. So we don't get broken marriage then because when the person ready for migrate, they not think or ask themselves the question if a married actually ready for the migration decision we want to. Now jump to the other one, but before we jump to the other one quickly, I get a video where I want for show una today. This video, before I talk about them, I want let we patient, let we watch them. I will play the first one. Let we see how some of we brothers them na Africa where they pass through Morocco, jump na fence for go na Spain. Who then believe say if they reach the life go better for them. Lord, watch that video they quickly before we continue on the list we'll get now. So we say the thing the way for consider. Well, what we see in that video day now a bunch of migrants we don't left Africa, then believe say better day for them na Europe. So then decide for risk for go jump that high fence na Morocco for Canada, Spain. For the one they will attempt that patrol, then get border police them always then on that side. So waiting the migrants can do, they can come together and form a formidable force. They wait for particular moments, then strike together, then they claim. Waiting the police that they do now, the other part of the fence, then get there, then stick them, then police in the way they do. Then they make sure so that they whap the migrants and then decide the way that they whap the migrant, then they joint them, at the anna so whap you now, you ankle. Because at the end of the one whap migrants them so that hand way they take for claim, that foot way they take for mass defense, let you know able again. So now then side and they target. Where I get a video where another migrant take that journey, the Indian whap, the left whap until he end up in a disabled chair. He spend months just for like be able for cross that fence day for going to Spain. As you see, some of them we border there, so we make can see some get blood, some lay them helpless because now waiting they don't go through. Some don't spend years by this journey just for like Canada na Spain. Even the Spain where they reach, you don't even know waiting they where they wait for her. All waiting you don't go through, so we think say now you don't succeed. You actually reach na Spain. You don't know waiting at the life for migrants in Spain. But then we go left farm for another day. Let me continue quick, but we get another one. We talk about what is the cost of living. You know, when I get opportunity for talk to Boku migrants, I think they all get a similar information where they always they tell you say, "Na in them get we influence them for make them take the patrol." And go tell you say, "Me party tell me say it is so side they pay him $2,000, $2,000. It is shock force." Imagine somebody waiting at salary tell us if you come, you make them now, so they pay you $2,000. They take calculator for significant about that $2,000 by the tell the 1 year they don't save this. Yeah. So it increase, it add for put them in a state of mind where you know I not enough for my good, but waiting they not you know. When you come abroad, not to millions they can spend. The $2,000 until the percentage say that they pay them this way, something they pay them. But na that money they spend and things are not cheap. Also, you go surprise for let you know say the European country they are so abroad any other side. Sorry, just for one room in Palo, somebody they pay them $1,200. Do you imagine for 1 month to where if you get that kind of money, they calculate them to Lyons now apartment you they get $1,200. Some go get a 800. It depends. If you want 2, 3 bedroom, it get up to $1,500 just for your rent. So if somebody tell you say that they pay you $2,000, ask yourself question: wetin na the cost of living na that country where they pay $2,000? By the time the person they don't pay tax, by the time the person go don't feed, he don't buy food for it. Na small thing they left now. Small thing in the left now. Now it make any side where you want go, make sure say you know that country dey in cost of living before you decide for go na that country dey. The next one where we get na the list, I think na one way say waiting. It say if you know the law them na the country you say you dey go. You know the law them how they operate. You know if the visa where you dey try for get they actually allow you for work. You know if the visa where you dey get it they actually for make you get the education where you want. You know. People that don't make them mistake, then they wait happy with them. They spend 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years just to make them able get status. Now they are abroad country, so we did it. But then it's in a secret society. Sometimes you they not do, they know what that is now they know. But it's important for make people aware of certain things the way they happen now. Because if we not do them, it come back to we within the diaspora. Because for any time we get a family member we stop, who are they call? Now you they call because now you didn't think say you're in a better position for help that situation. Then they make most money where people that they work now the diaspora, they end up for send them back to Africa. You go ask somebody who done there for 10 years, you don't even get $1,000-$2,000 in your account. All the money we don't work, you don't send them to Africa for a reason where you think say it better for her. So before you decide for travel, you have to know the laws of the country. There. How where you come, waiting the law say, how the law they work, how them because the laws they're waiting now, so you go shock for no say it's far different from waiting with the experience now decide the whole day. Knowing the laws, knowing the condition them, knowing all anything they are so. They put you in a better position. They give you a mindset or make you know how life get for cancer like for you decide where they come. We get another one where we say skills and education. You want to decide for travel. What are the skill sets then what you get? What are the education when you get where they allow you or can look for the job where you want to look for now as well. Before I talk about that day, let me make you understand something. The richest country then in the world, two of the most important things the way they make the rich country, say this is a first world country. One, na the human capital wouldn't get. The people them wouldn't get. We get certain type of skill them where they make sure say that country they progress. The second thing are the resources. When you get the resources, you get the know-how to process the resources, then how to make it turn to something we will benefit for the country. For any time where we lose somebody in Africa, we get skill sets. It comes at the diaspora. We don't lose something we will not able to replace. Now that make them country there, so you can find out something you just grab and say, we want healthcare worker them. We want people in for car work now. So anytime where they ask, na gap then get. Because then no say we get people that we get certain skill set them, but because then people and they not believe say they able use them skills then they outside and they decide for can so can help for build other man country. But everybody gets your own reason why make it they decide for travel. Let's talk quick about the skill set and education. Before you they decide for travel, make sure say you get a skill we able for provide for you resources this way they go. Skill sets can be anything. Then country they also Baba they get job quick. If na barb you sabi barb. If na plant you sabi plant. Whatever skills you think say You get for check, you say, waiting are the skills and the country where they go. That skills the important day. I go able use them for get what I want. Waiting at my level of education. Level of education means how my level of understanding. How are they able to understand? And the level of education I get, that country where they go, so they use and they are able to use them for make a get job there. These are things where you for consider before you make the decision for travel. Before I can give with some other bonus, then make a play another video. I want to pay attention on our this video because when we start this program today, we talk about migration, not only based on people. Temple one, where they call it regular migration, not only based on people the way they pass now the desert and also where they pass now the Mediterranean Sea. Beaucoup routes then they would able people that they pass now Mexico for go America, people that they pass now France, that they use boats for come UK, people that they pass now France, waka, now snow for come bus, beaucoup other way there. And that make I want you sit down, watch this video now, 3 minutes something till the end, make you learn something from me. After I don't play the video, I will come and explain a little bit for this video. Patient, watch until the end. Let's see what's in there at the end.
It's been the longest of treks. With a determined step, these 16 and 17-year-old boys have already crossed from West Africa to northern Italy in search of a better life. Ahead of them now, the French border and a perilous, nearly 2-kilometer high mountain pass. But this is not the first obstacle they faced on their journey, and they say they're ready for anything.
Mourir. Mourir jeune, j'ai la peur, mais c'est un truc qui va jamais rater. Oui, parce que c'est un verre que chacun de nous va boire.
Simone, a local mountain rescuer, tries to convince them not to go, but the boys head up nonetheless. So too does Simone. He doesn't find the group, but later learns that they had to turn around near the top. This winter, for the first time, he says, he's spent more time rescuing migrants than skiers.
Because they don't have the experience, you know, they don't know much about snow.
But the rescuers don't always find the migrants. Often, all they can do is follow their tracks until they get too dangerously high and night falls.
The footsteps of the very luckiest migrants will lead here, to the French side of the border on the other side of that mountain. It is, as you can see, extremely treacherous. It is very late at night, which is when they'll arrive after a long night's walk, and it is -10. I'm extremely well equipped. They arrive here, of course, with nothing, often frostbitten, but always cold and exhausted and confused. And even now, after all they've been through, it is still on the kindness of strangers that they depend for their very survival.
Strangers like Jeff and Gaspar, who are heading off on their evening round.
On va aller jeter un coup d'œil là.
They're part of a group of local volunteers that got together this winter to try and save the migrants coming over the mountain. They worry that only the melting of the snow will tell how many have been lost. On average, they find about 10 a night. Although tonight it's been quieter than usual until their phone rings.
Allô, oui, bonjour. Vous parlez français?
A desperate voice on the other end tries to describe where his group is, and so we set off in the car in search of a tunnel. But after a couple of hours of fruitless searching, Gaspar realizes that the tunnel the migrants are at is in fact the one at the very top of the mountain. So after a very short night, we set off to scale it from the French side. But once at the top, there is no one there.
We're now at the very top of the mountain and overlooking Italy down below. This is probably the most dangerous part of the crossing, and you can see how treacherous conditions are as a result of the snowfall of the last few days. Large risks of avalanches, of course, and you can see that the pass has been cut off, which is why those groups that we've been trying to reach over the course of the last few days have just been getting stuck on that side of the tunnel, unable to pass this way, and therefore obliged to head back down to Italy. At other times, though, this is also where migrants have been getting stuck, and with disastrous consequences.
Mamadou Ba is one of those who made it to France. But after a night spent trapped at the top of the mountain, he lost his feet to frostbite.
Je vis, mais comme je vis pour rien, quoi. Je peux plus rien faire, quoi. Donc, ça fait super mal à cœur, quoi. Ça fait beaucoup mal.
Mamadou made his crossing before the current wave of migrants, but he has not made it far. A year and a half on, he continues to live in the shadow of the mountain that he still can't bear to look at. Melissa Bell, CNN, in the Alps.
Well, I believe say we don't patient and watch that video there. Now, you see, why make Aki always talk say it important for make you get information about the country also you want for travel for go before you go there. Look at the migrants here, so we decide for use the road from France, from Italy for go France. At the end of the day, you don't even know the weather, how it's like in that country. Well, Africa, the area was snow, they feel say no more, na cold. Now, for the very first time, I believe say some people they don't see waiting at some of the danger them we cold they cause. See the migrants, you don't know, you don't understand what you want. You just want for let you walk and go the destination which I want. At the end of the day, look what you bother go through. It all lost in foot them. Just for can chase waiting and feel say na better life for her. I can always say a good for me to travel because the opportunity them waiting at the diaspora we travel, they're not in our own country. But before you get the opportunity, then there are certain things then they will need for no. There are certain way then they what you need for travel. We go put you in a better position with that so that if you reach your destination country, you go able benefit from all the things them we not in your country. But if you travel without you travel without information, you don't understand which side they go, some of them see how they see so the chances for it happen to you is very, very high. Now that's make we encourage everybody. If fine for travel, make no mistake about it. But before you travel, think about some of the things them we are mentioned. Think about them because if you think about them, you will get an answer to some of them questions and they not to say they will discourage you for travel, but what they do, it help you for lower your expectation. It help you for make you prepare your mindset. At the end of the day, when you eventually arrive beside where you want go, you know go surprise from boku in them because you don't research them, you don't know say that they exist, you don't prepare your mind, and you don't ready for them. So you dey come for come face them in the day. Not to blindly like how some man can do in a salon almost. Oh, me want get for go Babylon. The can't also the bill, the can't want to cover the bill, or the can't. These are things the way most of we don't go through. Thoughts the way we don't get because the oversee the sabo sabi and pass supposed to be commodity. Pass to see and film. All the fine country, the fine side, all they see. My brother and my sister, not too for you. They make the country fine. Opportunity then did it. For people we forget the opportunity. So if you want be or you want be among the people where they get them benefits, then you need for travel with information. You need for research. You need for understand. Let us not tell you say no more. Hey, car, they pay this amount. I able carry you go on that side. Sometimes that person they not even go on that side. Sometimes just the try for making living. At the end of the day, it deceive you. It make you reach now. Say, well, you not prepare your mind, you not prepare nothing. You go fall for some of the trap them where we don't listen. I think before we open the phone line, so people will ask questions and comments about what they think about the topic where we talk about today. Some of the reasons, some of the things that we will consider before you decide for travel. Make I go to. I think we get a comment now so from somebody when corner 3. Let's go through in comments. He say one of in comments then. That just I think I see a comment where they talk quickly. I just watch it. He say Exodus, we are going back to our fatherland. There is nothing for us in the West. We need demonize our mind. Use that effort to change our land. It's not worth it. See, I always they talk. migration is a right for everybody. Everybody in a global citizen. Everybody, you get right for travel. Some people, they're not meant for day one side for the rest of their life. There are certain people away, them bigger man than they are, poor people and they are some man, even if you relocate, if you're not ready, you're not prepared in mindset, you will still come abroad if you will still come at this abroad where at the end of the day you fail. Now that make try for understand, try for be informed before you make a decision. So now we open the phone line. If you get any comments, if you get any question where you are asked concerning the things the way we say for consider before you decide for migrate come in the West to say everybody thinks a better life. They will say anybody thinks most people in Africa think you can't date today, your life will change. We make some people that even go to the extent for make them sell their house them. You sell yours, you guys spend 5-10 years for like bill house there. Sometimes it's very, very, very difficult because the way how you travel for camp. So meanwhile, if you get any comments, any question, the phone line open now. Whilst I they go through some of the comments then when we get now. So you go call and ask a question and give your contribution. Konotri, they see you comment them. Thank you very much for your comment them. At least it shows you said they follow up this program. We get another person will say, okay. I think I Konotri back. Yeah. Okay. So as we wait, if anybody gets a contribution for me, let me mention one other important one again. But let's talk about okay, we get a comment now. So we Mama Dojuma Ba. Mama Dojuma Ba, he say okay. He say not all our brothers can give out such information you give now. Thanks very much. Most of our brothers are wicked, selfish, and deceptive. Yeah. Now you comment. Thank you very much, Mama Dujuma Ba, for the comment. Important for make we all come together because the information where you go share today, it will save a life. The information where you go today, it will save a generation. If everybody sit down, they hide some of the things the way they happen at the abroad, we tell people the more that thing at the end of the day, they all go can fall in the trap where most people who in the diaspora don't fall. And we don't want to let that they continue to happen. We want to let people they understand. Life na the diaspora, it gets new challenges them. It gets them a lot of challenges than they. It gets a lot of challenges than the diaspora. So the earlier we all come together, we decide say together we will able to provide important information them where they keep where they make the people them we want for come between us so understand how lifestyle like now the diaspora. I think now one of the best decisions anybody will ever make. So so the wait with the okay, we get a caller. Yeah. Caller.
Yes. Yes, good afternoon, brother. Thank you for talking about this subject. A very, very important subject.
Okay.
And I wish more African country and people and bloggers like you, or I should say more of the social media landscape will talk about this subject. Now, I thank you for that, for this very, very much. Let me start by saying this. This is from true experience. For someone that immigrated to the Western world back when we get the Civil War, not Salon. So you talk about over 30 years experience in this. You know, I left Salon when I was very, very young. And come to this land. Now, me never try to discourage anyone. All I will say is continue to talk, thought about this clearly. Think about this clearly.
Okay.
You know, I know we minds are colonized as Africans who rather die trying to make the effort to come to the Western world for economic opportunities than stay in our land.
Okay.
Now, my broader point that I'm trying to make is, if you try to do this the illegal way, consider number one, is that you try to go the law of that land and the politics of that land and what in the happen in that land.
Exactly.
Since I live in the United States, let me just tell my brothers and sisters, now the United States, what in going to happen shortly, and what in don't start already with this President Biden executive order where he just signed the last couple of days about immigration.
Okay.
And it changed the game. The American elite and the American political system where it is, immigration, they can change completely the laws of immigration.
Okay.
And there's a good chance and opportunity that Donald Trump will become president.
Okay.
And when that day comes, he don't say and straight up. Already the so-called about 8 million people have come in through the border. This now people from all over the world, especially from Venezuela. Biden give an executive order, which is a temporary stay for them to enter in America. So they're in America.
Okay.
But people don't come through that way. Even I got cousins, family members from Guinea.
Yeah.
When they find a way, it becomes, I mean, you have a lot of Guineans. I don't know if now the current government give them some kind of temporary stay, but you have tons of Guineans, over 10,000 that have come in the last year through the southern border. But they've been allowed to come in. But all them people, watching Donald Trump in the promise right now, they will be deported.
Okay.
Number one, even if you seek as a refugee, usually the process in America for lay you then grant you paper, my brother, now a very long time.
Okay.
Now a very long process. Now a very long time. Sometimes it take a court anywhere from 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
You gotta be prepared for that.
Okay. You see,
are you ready? You get for the think about, okay, my papa, my mama, na salon if they die.
Exactly.
Me no get the permission for be able to go back. You get to think about all this. And not only that, you get to think to who are you the canton naya. If that person will you support you for 6 months a year, how many of us in the diaspora will live in the West? Do you will take somebody?
Exactly.
For 6 months to a year, for feed, for clothes, for shelter. Not so easy. Easy in a salon pass na yeah.
Exactly.
It's very, very difficult.
Sure.
Yeah, very, very difficult. If you're gonna live for say $1,000 a month, now $2,000 don't come over your head.
Exactly. See?
You know, so you gotta think about all this. You know, but even sadder, which is very, very sad, with all this, to see the brain, the ingenuity, the intrusive minds, the go-givers, the fighters, all of us that are living our land to come to the West for what?
Exactly.
Now, today, let me turn this to a political aspect right here. Today, my brother, gold in the last 2 years, gold don't go up over 40% from $1,400 an ounce to $2,400 today. It's projected to go up to $5,000 an ounce within the next year.
Okay.
The reason why central banks around the world, reserves around the world are running away from the dollar. China alone, within the last year, don't liquidate 6% of their reserves. Usually, the way America, after World War II, since the 1970s, the way America changed the world, they make the dollar the petrol gas, even when they buy gas around the world, oil, now through the dollar. This started in the 1970s. So before the 1970s or the 1970s, all reserves around the world, all central banks, within them they put the money now on gold. America came and changed that system. So every country, majority of the countries around the world use reserves, use U.S. reserves as dollars.
Exactly.
That's why America can go up to $30 trillion in debt and be okay. If any other country go even $100 billion in debt, everybody will run away.
They're not going to survive that. You see, now this are the talk. If as I you they share relevant information, so now so we all go come together and form a formidable force. I think we go able for mitigate the bad thing the way they happen behind migration. Now that make they say this not a one-man job for you. Because we don't get the experience as how you share. So now we for able to make people them understand what thing that they can to, what thing that they can meet. Let they able for know the difference between the expectation and the reality in the side way that they come. So then they go give them a better mindset. So I did tell you plenty. Thank you for such a wonderful contribution. I believe say viewers themselves don't learn a lot from waiting you don't share and a very much important factor. I want to take note to waiting this gentleman don't tell you now. Tango come on, I go say yes. There is a call on the Talking Point platform. Will be mentioned certain thing them. Wait then thing then they are at the end of the day then turn out to be something too. Thank you very much, caller, for that.
You're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for this topic.
For sure. Whilst we wait for another call, I think one of the most important things for consider also when you decide for come aboard now, who that they welcome you. Who that are the person where they welcome you. Waiting down they mean who that are your first point of contact. Because for example, if you come now the diaspora now, the first person where they meet, the job where you meet Tampa or what you meet Tampa will be likely waiting at the team where it is shared to you. If you meet that person now you meet a taxi driver, it will tell you say one of the most important way they give money in this country a taxi driver. If you meet the person in healthcare, it will tell you say the most way they give money in this country in healthcare business. If you meet somebody in a construction, it will tell you say money they know that side, personal construction. Waiting down there they do to you, it limits the way how you think. It limits the way how you able look around, assess for yourself what you think say you able to and what you think say go able for benefit you. So the person where they welcome you, it gets a huge role for playing. Now that make you get to think of that person there and not rely only on the information where the person where they welcome you they give, because if you do that, you don't limit yourself to boku opportunities there. You need to think. You need to think for yourself. You need to do research for yourself. Make you know, make you understand, make you know your strength, make you know your weakness. Let you know what you go do, we go make you get what you want. We get another comment now also from one of the followers. They always say, in name Abdul Timans, I say, if you want to embark in such, what will you first consider? The first thing you consider now decide what you want for go. That question there, as you ask yourself, so this country, whose country I want for go, you identify the country. Then it go give you a platform where you go able to ask for that question them, but that country, how the countries are. That it go easily for you to go through some of the things them we I don't mention, so why they put so back on the screen. If you get that first one day, it will be much more easier for you. How you they go? How lifetime they waiting at the cost of living, waiting boku thing the I don't mention. So the first thing, how you want go. The second one, now whose means who they use for body. I think now they the problem making car. So Abdul T Mansare, if you dey listen, I think now the answer done there to your question. I think term done the between now at any term from now they try for roundup. Not forget we get a program where they introduce last week when at the health corner. What thing that they mean? It means say we will get somebody where they can so where they can begin talk about well body business. Waiting are some of the most important thing then we important now. Waiting we need for no thing then they will ignore about to health. We at the end of the day, by the time they notice say we don't ignore this thing for long, it's too late. So with the introduce another program, by next week we'll get the opportunity for me to health professional where they talk about health business. And I believe say most followers then will benefit from that because they say now only way you get well body, now in you go able for do what you say one do. I think quickly before we round up, I get a short video where I might play. Well, let we see them. Then after that, we go see how we go round up this one for today. If you get a call or comment or contribution, you can call or comment. Then we will give you the answer what you want. Okay, the video I not see but I promise you the next day I come, I will bring the video to you. And I think at this point in time, with the can round up the program now, I use this opportunity for tell everybody we don't patiently sit down and watch this program. Plenty thank you for the time we give me. Let we not forget say now Komon-Tok, we always can get a mutual understanding with the audience and say whatever you watch, share them so all the people will benefit from the information we do here. Sometimes the post we share and so will be the post we will benefit the most because information is power. Not ever doubt the power of information. And waiting make certain people and they decide what you want they know able to now because of something you know. So not neglect information. Let we continue for share, subscribe, and follow this page as we bring on we continue for bring on a quality program the way they talk about different things the way concern with country in development one. And also we go make sure say it puts you in a better position wherein we will get a peaceful and better mama salon. So at this point in time, I'll go round up now once again. Tell you all thank you for the time and patience. See you guys next week.
Talking point platform, TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well.